verse that was just read tells us not to conform to the world, but to be pleasing to God. The Joint Youth Group encompasses this meaning perfectly. With encouragement and support, our community builds a reputation of nonconformity that is almost the exact opposite of most of society today. As a teenager in today's modern world, being told to dress a certain way, act a certain way, do certain things, the world can be a scary place. When you are constantly being told what to do and not knowing how you really should do it, being torn in so many different directions, being pushed one way when you want to go a complete other way, things start to wear down on you. It's harder to keep that part of you that is you alive when all you want to do is fit in with everyone else and be just the same as everyone else. The Joint Youth Group is a place where we don't have to conform to peer pressure. It is a safe place where teenagers can go to find themselves through Christ. The Joint Youth Group did just this for me. I became a member when I was in 6th grade. At that time, life was hard, the hardest it had ever been for me. I was lonely, depressed, insecure, and I didn't feel accepted anywhere. I felt like God had abandoned me to the sharks. By the middle of 7th grade, I was ready to give up on my faith completely. That was back when I really didn't understand what the youth group was, before I realized I had an entire army of angels at my back ready to take on the world with me. Eventually, I began to gain more confidence through my church and with the youth group. I started asking questions and used my Bible for more than a bookend. I was slowly but surely building up on a faith I thought was lost to me forever. I looked forward to Sunday nights, to my friends, to singing in the choir, to laughing and playing games. By the end of 8th grade, I had returned to my faith in full force. I even wrote and delivered the graduation speech at the end of middle school. I was making new friends, I was meeting some amazing mentors, and I was then able to see myself the way God had made me to be. When high school started and I was flung into a new and bigger world of fashion, sports, and harder classes, I was able to see things in life for what they truly were. I grew stronger in myself and my beliefs. My faith was tested again and again, and I can say with confidence that I passed those tests with faith as strong as it had ever been. I gained this confidence because of my youth group. I had people constantly at my side and in my heart, who were there for me and who were real for me. The summer after freshman year is when it really hit me how much I truly felt I belonged to this youth group. If you ever want to test a friendship, go on a 9-day trip in a 15-passenger van to an Apache reservation, and you will truly find that those friendships and your faith will never be the same. The next few months after the summer, I was going to realize how much of my life was truly about to change. Not only was youth group now my highlight of the week, it was my whole life. The friends I turned to when I was sad, the friends I turned to when I had questions, when I wanted to laugh, when I wanted to cry, when I needed to vent, when I had good news to share. Never, ever, ever was I turned away. No matter how busy that person might have been, no matter what their stress levels were, I could always depend on them. I knew that they could also depend on me. I felt in the prayers that we shared, the laughs we had, the tears they helped me to shed. I was seeing the grace of God at the hands of an amazing group of unique teenagers. I gained confidence with every day I spent with them. Every youth group I attended, every talk Lisa gave, I grew stronger in my faith. I felt the Holy Spirit and truly felt like God's disciple for the first time in my life. When Lisa asked me to write this testimony on something that changed my faith, I knew almost instantly that I would be up here bragging about how amazing this youth group is and how amazing she is and what a miracle both are to my life. I knew from the moment I met her how blessed I was to know her, how great it would be not only to have her as my youth director, but also as my friend. I'd like to close this testimony on one last note. In the past several years, I have been part of an amazing story. Just as Jesus is a part of the story in the Bible, just as God is the author of our own stories, I have been an active member of the story of the Joint Youth Group. Composed of teenagers with gifts and talents as far as dancing to cooking, handstands to singing, the teenagers that made this story possible are blessed beyond belief. They all bring their own stories together to create a part of something so huge, from skiing to serving, dance-offs to church services, playing guitar to holding an orphan's hands on an Indian reservation. My friends have created a story that is so unbelievable that if I wasn't a part of it, I don't think I would be able to believe it. But I am a part of it, and I am able to witness the second family God has blessed me with. The Joint Youth Group, loving, crazy, encouraging. The Joint Youth Group, not just a group of teenagers, but a family.